Erin had been searching for a cheap apartment ever since her breakup, and when she stumbled across the listing for a one-bedroom in a crumbling Victorian house, it seemed too good to pass up. The rent was suspiciously low, but the landlord, a tall man with a polite smile named Mr. Caro, explained simply, "People don't stay here long. Old houses can be uncomfortable." Erin thought nothing of it. She liked the creaky floorboards, the faint smell of cedar in the walls, and the way the lace curtains fluttered even with the windows shut. She told herself it was character. The first night was uneventful until she awoke at 3:17 a.m. to the sound of footsteps in her living room. She froze in bed, heart hammering, until she forced herself to peek. Nothing was there, though the curtains swayed violently as if someone had brushed past them. By the third night, she was hearing whispers, faint, childlike, just on the edge of comprehension. The voices came from the corner of the bedroom, where the wallpaper bubbled and peeled. Sometimes she swore she saw tiny fingers pressing outward from beneath the paper. She called Mr. Caro. "Don't worry," he said calmly. "The house just remembers." That phrase lodged itself in her mind. The house remembers. Over the next week, Erin's exhaustion grew. The whispers turned to words. "Stay with us. Don't leave. We're so lonely." One night, unable to bear it, Erin tore at the bubbling wallpaper in the corner. Behind it, she found something worse than mold or rot. Dozens of names scratched into the plaster with what looked like fingernails. Some were faded and almost illegible. Others were fresh, gouged deep as though carved only days ago. At the very bottom of the list, there was one that made her knees give way. Erin Matthews, her own name, freshly cut, letters still sharp. She stumbled back, panic clawing her chest. She had never touched that wall before. The whispers rose into a chorus of delighted giggles. She ran, bolting for the door, but when she yanked it open, Mr. Caro stood there waiting. His polite smile hadn't changed, but his eyes were bottomless, too dark, too still. "You see," he said, "this isn't an apartment. It's a ledger. Every tenant writes themselves in eventually. The house doesn't let go. It just waits for you to remember who you are." Erin tried to scream, but the voices drowned her. The hands pressed through the wallpaper now, dozens of them, grasping, pulling. Cold fingers closed around her wrists and ankles, dragging her backward. The last thing she saw was Mr. Caro watching, serene, as the wall swallowed her whole. The next morning, the apartment was empty again. The curtains swayed softly in the still air. By afternoon, a new listing appeared online. One bedroom, low rent, immediate availability.